So it's that simple. Just calling in the 843-626-3939. Call in, and of course, right now at 7:15 they could leave a message on the voicemail. Someone will get back to them quick. Or if they hadn't gotten an invitation yet, if they have gotten an invitation, just sending that back in to the Bryans. I know Curtis and Linda Bryan are accepting all the invitations and the ticket things, but get them in quick, because the closer we get to February 17th, the more critical.
Yeah, we're hoping to sell out. 900 people, that's a big number. So,
it has sold out every year since you've been, I guess virtually every year since you've been involved.
It has. It's been a great event, and everybody loves going. It's just a lot of fun.
Yes. You know, I was thinking about it. Ronaldo Montrose will be with us, I believe, tomorrow. And y'all went on a trip recently, Glinda. Didn't y'all make a big trip?
We went on a fabulous trip to Italy and saw his family, and we went to Rome and Florence and several other areas around, some of the wineries. It was a lot of fun.
Had you been there before?
No.
That was your first time?
Yeah.
How about Brian? Had he been there?
No.
That was his first time as well. It's probably tough for y'all to take that much time off, particularly him and his practice, to take. But y'all had quite a big crew going.
We did. A lot of local people went, and it was just a real eye-opener. Just all the history over there, the ancient buildings and churches, and it's a beautiful country.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Ronaldo's a good tour guide.
He is.
Did he do a good job? Yeah. I bet he did. My mother and aunt went and had a blast, and it was so exciting. He did put together a great group of locals to make it happen, but it's so exciting. You think about, for you and so many other volunteers with an organization, you're so busy all year long, you need to take a little break and get out. But you also have some family that are interested in medicine outside of you and your husband.
That's right. Our son is in his 4th year of surgery residency in Cincinnati.
Really?
Yeah. So he's doing general surgery right now.
He's not thinking of following in his dad's footsteps?
I don't think so.
General surgery itself, though, is a big deal. I mean, that'll keep him busy.
Yeah, it will, for sure. And my youngest son, he's not leaning in that vein at all. He's in school right now.
He's not thinking about being
He's thinking more like business.
Good for him. Yes, that's right. That makes the world tick, as do doctors, of course, and others, and volunteers, and whatever step into. It's everyone's needed. I think when I saw you at a Heart Association meeting recently, Glinda, you were talking about these incredible hours that your son is putting in his schooling there to become a general surgeon. He is busy all the time, but he has a family as well. Yes,
he has 2 small children, which he doesn't get to see a whole lot.
Yeah.
But he is right now on call at the hospital every 3rd night. So
and where is he doing this?
Well, there's 5 or so hospitals in Cincinnati they rotate through.
In Cincinnati, yeah. Golly.
So he's getting a lot of experience.
He got that bug from y'all, or
I guess. We did not encourage it.
Really?
Yeah,
I always wonder what that's like, how someone gets interested in medical school, and then because that's a heck of a lot of work. It's, of course, the 4 years of college, 4 years of med school, and then I guess many, many more years, depending on what you want to get into.
Well, yeah, it's 5 years of general surgery, and then another specialty after that is another 2 to 3 years. So.
Boy, Glinda.
That's a long time, big commitment.
That it is.
But it's worthwhile.
Yes. How about for viewers who haven't attended the Heart Ball in the past? Can you break down the evening? Of course, we still have folks can still get auction items in. There's still a need for auction items. They can call the Heart Association office at that 626-3939 number, or of course can send in a fax there to the office. Any numbers of ways, sending in letters just to let them know they've got something they'd like to donate. But what's a typical Heart Ball, if you can reflect back on the last few Heart Balls? What's a typical 6 to midnight going to inquire?
Well, at 6 o'clock, everybody starts arriving and checking in, getting their auction number, the bid number, which is real important.
Oh, yeah.
And getting a cocktail and something to eat, and going through the auction room or rooms.
Right, sure.
and seeing which items they'd like to bid on. And then dinner will start at 8. Roughly, and we'll have a few items for a live auction, and then Jumpstart will play most of the night till midnight, and we've got a great bunch of auction items lined up, and the food is going to be wonderful. They have an exotic menu, really, for the night.
Yes, yeah. Share with viewers. I know it is an exotic menu. We were trying to go over that earlier this morning. The lineup there. Would you mind sharing with folks what they can get if they buy a ticket?
All right. They start out with an appetizer, a phyllo wrapped shrimp with a heart of palm, papaya, and citrus dressing.
Wow.
And then baby wintergreen salad with blue cheese, raisins, pine nuts, and fig balsamic drizzle.
No way.
And then the main entree is really nice, filet mignon and cedar plank salmon. And then with rainbow Swiss chard and potato pancake and baby beets and Madeira demi-glace and saffron butter emulsion. But the dessert is a triple dessert. It's a miniature a mocha creme brulee, Vienna chocolate mousse tulip, and a fresh raspberry ragout. So
golly, sorry to put you on the
very
spot
special.
on that, Glinda. That is,
lot,
that is. I did not have Tammy go over that on Monday because I knew either of us would trip on something. You hit it right on.
It's a real gourmet meal.
That is probably not the kind of stuff that you would get on a regular basis if you attend an event at Kingston Plantation. Right. They have rolled out the carpet to make it a big year for the 900 or 1,000 folks that'll be here or be at Kingston Plantation on February 17th. They've really gone all out.
They have. They've made a special menu, and I know the whole place will be decorated beautifully.
Yes, yes, it will. Now, of course, go.
I wanted to thank our sponsors, too.
Oh, yeah,
Some of the
please.
main sponsors.
Absolutely.
Presenting sponsor is Understanding Corporation.
Right.
And the other main sponsors are the Myrtle Beach Herald, Redline Power Sports.
Oh, yeah.
Dunes Investments, Century 21 Bowling and Associates, Carolina First, and the three medical centers, Conway Medical Center, Georgetown Hospital System, and Grand Strand Regional Medical Center.
Absolutely, and I'm so glad you went over those. And actually, you're intricately involved or intimately involved with two of those, am I correct, Glinda, with Century 21 Bowling?
That's right.
And Associates, you and Penny and the whole crew there, and she has really stepped out back-to-back years here, both years that you were not the co-chair, and she's really stepped in, and of course, Grand Strand Regional Medical Center, with which your husband has a lot of dealings, I'm sure. So
we're very grateful for their support. We really appreciate it.
Yes, and very thankful that Brian and his group came in. Y'all came in with a big sponsorship again as well, and appreciate every dollar that comes in to make the night successful. And folks really need to think about there may still be some sponsorship opportunities. I know Tammy talked about some on Monday, but folks really need to call. The corporate tables are going fast. The $2,750, and they think, well, why if I can get 10 tickets for $1,750, why would I want to be a corporate table sponsor? Well, you're still laid out specifically on the program book. You're highlighted that evening, and surely some markings there on your table, as well as still being laid out in every print ad between now and the event, as well as afterwards.
Right. It's a lot of publicity and exposure for your company.
Absolutely.
You get a lot of value out of that.
And it's not just fun and games and play the evening of the 17th, Glinda. There's still a serious nature in that we're there in the room. These are big dollars for donations to fight heart disease and stroke. And, of course, there's a special appeal that evening, and someone will be talking about the impact of cardiovascular disease on their life.
That's right. We do a special segment of the program that night. We usually have a speaker, and they will do a talk about heart disease and how it's impacted their life, and ask for donations, extra donations to help fight this terrible disease. So.
Yes, yeah. That alone is probably a reason that folks need to be there at the Heart Ball. If they didn't want to be there for the tremendous food and the seeing 1,000 folks that have become immediate friends and family, or to see Jumpstart perform, to be there during the special appeals when someone is sharing that impact, as well as talking about childhood obesity. And obviously we've got David Bennett as the auctioneer this year, and Diane Devon Stokes as the MC, so there'll be a great group of folks there to make the evening a big success.
Well, they'll keep the energy level high, won't they?
Absolutely. Absolutely, Glinda. You know, when you think about so many groups that you could be involved in, and the Heart Association having a real impact for you, obviously, is it the impact on your family that has driven you to commit so much time to the American Heart Association?
It really is. I just think it is just a critical time now, and it just has a broader effect on people all the time. And although they've made a lot of progress in treatment, there's still a lot more to be done.
Still a lot more to be done?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Research dollars are critical.
That's right.
Thanks so much for being with us this
thank
morning,
you.
Glinda.
I enjoyed it.
Absolutely. Stay tuned to more Carolina People with Glinda McIntyre coming up next.
Join the fight against heart disease and stroke as Understanding Corporation presents the 13th Annual Waccamaw Area Heart Ball. It's a sparkling black tie gala that features a reception, live and silent auction, and gourmet dining. Then, dance the night away with entertainment by Jumpstart. It all takes place on Saturday, February 17th in the Kensington Ballroom at Kingston Plantation. Call now to reserve your seat at the 13th Annual Waccamaw Area Heart Ball.
The night's getting close. February 17th, gourmet dinner and dancing. You know, we ran out of time. We didn't have time to focus on some of the tremendous live and silent auction items. But you can be there. You can still buy a ticket. Tickets are limited, but they're available. You got to call now, 843-626-3939. Whether it's the loss of a parent or a father who's been impacted or a family member. Many loved ones are impacted by heart disease and stroke. You can be involved. Research dollars are critical. You heard Glinda say it. The dollars still need to come in, and it's events like the American Heart Ball, heart walks, horseback ride-a-thons, in many cities golf tournaments or wine events. Whatever it is, you can be involved, or you can just write a donation. You can make a donation to the American Heart Association. Take the time, pick up the phone, 843-626-3939.